Hello colleagues, I'm Heather Quinn, President of your Local 37 Edmonton Public Teachers. Welcome back to the new school year. I hope that you enjoyed your summer, and whether you were vacationing, catching up on projects, teaching summer school, or even preparing for the new school year, that you made time to rest and connect with the people close to you. I realize that this is a busy time of year for teachers, our school staff, our parents, and even our families. And I want to thank you for allowing me a few moments to reflect on where we've been, the road that lies ahead, and what we can do about the cards that we've been dealt. Teachers enter this profession because it's a calling. We choose to connect with kids, to guide them, and to inspire them. We are on the front lines of their triumphs and their struggles in order to navigate this increasingly complex world. As we move into this new school year, I hope we create space and give time to reflect on why it is that we teach. What was the spark that drove you into this profession? And more importantly, what keeps you here when there are increasing responsibilities, unreasonable workload expectations, and so many external pressures to make you walk away from a profession that you love? I'm not going to sugarcoat this, folks. The last several years have been the most difficult that I have known in my career, that we have known, both professionally and personally. Our conditions of practice have continued to deteriorate, and quite frankly, there doesn't seem to be any meaningful change in the immediate future. Many of these problems are a result of bad government policies and a refusal to provide essential funding, resources, and the supports that we need as professionals. None of us have been untouched by the pandemic. It has fundamentally transformed our teaching practices, the delivery of our lessons, our interactions with everyone in the learning community, and our own physical and mental health. We've been on the front lines of keeping kids safe while committing to bringing them joy and continuity and caring for their mental and physical well-being. All of this while risking our own health and the health of our family members. What you deserve is recognition for what you've sacrificed and far more support for the work that you're trying to do for all of our students. Instead, our profession is increasingly under attack from the very forces that should be protecting it, our students, their families, and the communities that we serve. Right now, public tax dollars are being diverted away from public education to support private and charter schools in an effort to weaken our shared public system. Private and charter schools can pick and choose the students that they want to accept, leaving public schools to care for those that they reject. The public schools we work in proudly accept all learners with open arms. Yet more often than not, there isn't enough funding to provide the extra support and resources that some students require. And it looks like it's only going to get worse. Kindergarten to grade 3 classrooms will be impacted with the new mandated curriculum that we, as professionals, were shut out of developing. And I am beyond incensed, as I've heard from many of you, by the lack of regard and the disrespect demonstrated to our colleagues as professionals. I know, because you care about your students, that you will do your best to transform the new program of studies into inventive and engaging lessons, despite significant challenges with it. Our historic, high-quality, inclusive public system needs to be protected and strengthened, and we need to take action to ensure that that happens. It's critical to emphasize that Alberta currently has a record surplus of revenue, and yet there seems to be no impetus to support the proper funding of public education and our public services. Now, the good news is that a provincial election is expected next spring, and that election offers us an enormous opportunity to turn this frustrating and unacceptable situation around. In order to do so, making public education a priority for every candidate needs to be one of our top priorities in the months ahead, both collectively and individually. With that, our local has been instrumental in pushing and working alongside the provincial ATA to develop a comprehensive plan to support initiatives come election time. This push is not for or against any one political party. It is about ensuring that all Albertans understand the threat to our world-class education system. Calls for choice in education signal a system that will not serve all students. Our students, their working families, and our public education system require us to stand up and challenge what has become the status quo. And I hope you'll join us in this fight. In the weeks ahead, you'll see messaging from the provincial ATA around a Stand for Public Education rally to be held at the Alberta Legislature on Saturday, October 22nd at 1 p.m. Teachers from across Alberta are going to join us for this family-friendly event. This rally will be a launch party of sorts, musical guests, some projects, face painting, food trucks, all to kick off a strategic campaign to ensure that public education is a top priority in the upcoming provincial election. And so with that, I have an ask. And the ask is this. Number one, come to our provincial rally on October 22nd. Bring your family, bring your friends, and bring your passion for public education, as well as your determination to see it improved. Number two, keep talking about why public education matters. We will win this fight by connecting with all those who care about the well-being of children. From bus drivers who make sure they get it to school safely, to the lunchroom supervisors, the EAs that work tirelessly alongside us in the classroom, to our custodians, our admin assistants, parent volunteers, and our parent councils. We are all united in this fight. Number three, be vocal to anyone seeking your vote about how we all benefit from a public education system that welcomes and supports the needs of all kids. This rally will kick off a comprehensive action plan that will continue until the May provincial election. Please log into our Local 37 ATA website for updates and reach out to your ATA Core or Council of Representatives school rep if you have any questions. If you'd like to be more involved, please engage with your core school rep or email me here at the local office. We've opened up the beginning of our September 28th council meeting to anyone interested in learning more about the rally and what our next steps will look like. I'd like to invite all local members to please sign up on the local website and to attend to find out more. Thank you for the important work that you do in the lives of our students. I wish you the very best in the coming months and look forward to seeing all of you at the launch rally on October 22nd. It's time to have a little fun, organize and support each other in building an even greater public education system for our students and our profession. We are stronger when we are standing together in our fight for public education.